So today I'm going to talk about how to get a horse or a mini horse or a pony used to feeling their whole body and going ahead of you, like for trailer loading. You don't have to start with the trailer, which is great. And I want to use my training stick. Whatever I have is just an extension of my arm, right? So I want to be able to rub him and say, this is your leg, this is your leg. Good, let me get that fly for you. So I just breathe and keep a rhythm, very matter of fact, no emotion. Rub him. I don't want him to bite it. I'll just keep rubbing because that's what he needs to do. So then I'm going to teach him how to go forward with it. When I do this, and as soon as he goes forward, I just rest it. Good. So now I'm not going to go in. You can see I've got these all set up over here. And I didn't just go through it. It's better to take the pressure off and go away. And so plan ahead where I'm going to stop. And again, I'm going to look where I want to go. And then I'll just get him to go forward with a rhythm of lifting the stick. Go through it together first. Then you may have to start with your pole further away from the wall. That's fine. You just get on your progressive days or times of the day, you get a little closer, and you can see how I've got it angled. Because he's so small, I can start that close. And also, you probably want to start from the wider end and come through. The key is to keep your focus ahead of where you're walking, and you want him to be able to start here before you. And keep walking. He can put his nose down, but I want him to keep walking because we're comfortable. So I keep a rhythm, like you do when you ride. And notice my belly button is forward because the horse reads body language. So I want him to come up. We'll do it again. Looking, now we'll go straight. Good boy. And then we'll stop together. Good. And I'll rub him. And that's what I wanted. Right? So it's nice that he's curious. I'll let him touch it. Say, okay, but it's on my terms that he can go up there. I don't want him just running off to everything when he's in hand. Good. And then I'll bring him away so he doesn't start chewing on it. Good. And I'll change sides. And we'll let him see it out of this left eye now. We just didn't, we'll come into it. So this is my divider, and it can come back here. It can mark a line here. We'll say, let's turn. I'm just showing him our dividing line with my belly button, and then it can come back and do the line again. Rub it. So a horse only thinks like a horse, and this is like my back end and tail, or my neck and my nose. So you can see how it didn't bother him as I was moving rhythmically and in time with our feet and his hooves. And he's pretty calm about it, which is what I want. And he's 2, just turned 2 on June 23rd. And I've done things with him, and he's used to me, so that's good. When you're with your horse, you might just stand here. Give him something to do, and then get your position. My belly button forward. Looking where I want him to go. We're going to come around. Together. Yeah, together. And through. I turn my belly button a little bit, and that's why he stopped. So I'm going to look down through all the way this time. I'm looking outside. And then that helped him. I kept my position so he could keep his position. And good job. So I don't want to rush this. This is going to help with everything. So now he's thinking about what we did. Because we can force a horse, but they don't get it confidently. So we have to remember we want them to get it in their brain. This is a good thing. So I have to give him time to think. And when he's touching my hand very politely, he's saying, what are we going to do next? So I say, that's great. Because I want to wait for him. Rub in, let him know that was what I wanted. That's what I wanted. He got a little bit concerned. I'm not sure if it was because of the tail of my crop or the cones when we went through. So this time I'm going to be a little more aware of that. Here we go. I position myself. There we go. Take my line. Here we go. Bring him up. Look outside. I think I was looking down, but all I had to do was look forward and say, this is where we're going, very rhythmically, not too fast, not too slow. And then you can see he was fine with it. So when I can keep the rhythm and my focus, he does really well. So next time, yep, there's rub him. There we are. Good. Because he was, so our stops are getting really good too, which I like. I'm planning ahead also. And hopefully you can see my energy coming down because he's like a good dance partner. So I want to keep that focus and that feel because we're doing this together. Good. Now this time, I'm going to advance because I think he's ready. Get my position, major. Let's walk, rhythm, and walk first. Up and around. I'm still going to look down here. Good boy. Right, I'm looking up ahead. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So you can see how I kept my belly button forward. I just turned my shoulders. And then he could keep going. And what's nice is the rhythmic pressure on his back says, oh, we're walking. Okay, let's do that again. how far should I go? What do I do when I get there? Let's walk on again. I'm going to point his nose, point my belly button, and walk on. Let's go. Walk. Walk on. And pose. Good boy. Just like in a trailer, you get to look really fancy. Because I have to be able to send him with enough energy to go to the front of the trailer. Sometimes I can walk in with them, sometimes I can't. So now, I'm going to progress with back up, back. So we want to progress with that too. So I was talking with this to his feet. Good. Again, I use the feeling of we're going to go forward. And pose. So when you say the words in your body, and pose, it feels like a stop. And by and ho, you can stop 1, 2, left, right. Instead of just ho, then the horse can be off balance. But and ho stops with the rhythm of the horse. So for the back up, depending on where I'm going to be in the trailer, if I can be up front, I'll say, oh, back. I'll look back, 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 back. So I'm not doing much, but I'm saying back off of this, right? And then off a trailer, I would be saying, and down when it's time to step off. Forward. You see when I use my crop, there's the rhythm of energy. And walk over here. Good. And ho. Ho. Good. And back. 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 Okay. So you want to do what works. So you saw what worked was actually tapping the ground when time with his feet. I want to be able to use that for like the Spanish walk, right? So I want to say, oh, get off this, 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 back, 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 back. Good. And walk. And good job. And back, 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 back. There we go. Good boy. So I have to get that feeling to him. Look back where I want him to go, not at him. Come away from here. And by using the words in rhythm, then I'll have to say back, back, or down. And then oh, this is what I do. So not doing too much. And you can see he's still curious, and that's great. And that's what I want him to do. Good. Let's turn this way. Good. So remembering this is my helper and my stop. That was perfect. Good. So all of these things will help you to be able to operate your horse further away, sending them ahead, stopping together, because for trailer loading, what we have to learn to do is send the horse ahead. There we go. Far enough so that we can walk in with them. Kind of like a circle, but then it becomes a straight line or a slant so that we know how far forward to walk. Like if I want to send him over to the cone, that's my trailer. Walk give him a point to go to. And then I would close the butt bar. Good boy. I could do this. Right, get him used to a butt bar. I could put a rope around him. Good boy. And say, there I am. There we are. The other thing that's fun with the rope is to say, can you give to pressure and come over here? Right? So that's really helpful for the horse too. Now when you do it, they get wise to it, so you use it like a brush. Oh, this feels so good. Right, here we are, here we are. And you take your time doing this. Make sure you're breathing just like you're brushing them. You say, oh, can you feel this? And come over here. So you see me have to turn a little bit, and then I draw him to me in a hug. So I always have to have the finished picture in mind. I want you to turn, I'm going to back up, I'm going to have you come to me, right? You saw that line of energy as I was talking. And a hug. And that's all he wants to know. So that's the start of liberty, which is so fun. Good job. Because the horse really wants to partner with us and just what do I do when we get there? So I'm really pleased with how we did today. And then you would just make progress, like putting up a longer tunnel, so to speak, a little higher tunnel. Maybe in a few days I would put it so they'd have to stop at the wall, which is simulating a trailer. But they're used to it. You're used to it, keeping your belly button out of the way, because that's what they see. Like this is what they see. So I have to be very particular with, I don't want him to roll, with myself, and then he'll be fine. He's playful. I might teach him to pick up things. Okay. Thank you, and let me know if you have questions. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Good.